hope that this time it works. This is like the third time I've tried to go live tonight. Now, before I get into any readings or do anything, I'm going to try and listen to my own live. I know this is going to be kind of weird. I'm going to try and listen to my own live on my computer because I've been having nothing but tech problems all night when it comes to this live, and it's driving me nuts. But I don't give up is the thing. If there's somebody here watching, because I literally just saw someone thumbs up. Okay. First of all, can you hear me? Before I answer your question, can you hear me? Because I've been having nothing but tech problems all night. And I just want to make sure people can actually hear me before I jump into things. I may not be on for long tonight just because I've been having nothing but problems with this live. Let me see. I'm going to try and listen. I hear myself. Okay. I'm closing that because otherwise that's going to be crazy complicated. Okay. At least I know that's working. So it must have been because I was using my phone. There's some issue with my phone, apparently, which is weird because the microphone has no issue on TikTok when I go live on TikTok, but it apparently has a problem on YouTube. That's super strange, but let me move my computer out of the way now that I know I can be heard. Oh man, Mercury isn't even retrograde anymore, so I don't know what was going on there, but live and learn, right? Okay, I know there was a question here. Okay, good. I'm so glad you can hear me. So yes, a general reading. So no specific question, you just want to know kind of general energy that comes in. Let me reposition this. So I just want to double check before I pull any cards. Just want to make sure. Oh my goodness. Okay, whatever spirit wants you to know at this time. Okay, sounds good. All good with that. Let me see. What deck do I feel drawn to for that one? Okay, we're gonna go with the Friends Tarot. The Friends Tarot. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know at this time. Okay. This has been one crazy night trying to get this live going. Like at first, the live wasn't even showing up because usually I schedule them in advance. And then when I went to go live, it wasn't appearing. The live wasn't even there. So I would have to go and start it all over from scratch. And then when I did go live the first time, I was on for like a half an hour. And I couldn't figure out for the life of me why no one was sticking around because no one would say anything. And then finally someone chimed in and they were just like, oh, we can't hear you. There's something wrong with the microphone. But I was just using my phone just the same way I'm using my iPod Touch right now. So I don't know what was going on. But I go live on TikTok using my phone and they can hear me on TikTok. So I don't know if it's something between YouTube and my phone or what. But man, it was a struggle to get here tonight. But I'm glad I'm here. Even if I don't stay on long, I still wanted to come on tonight. All right. Oh, there we go. Something just flew out. It's on the floor. I got to get it. Let's see. All right. So we have the Six of Swords coming in. So, like I said, this is the Friends Tarot. So it's like the characters from the TV show Friends, basically. So we have Chandler here, and he is walking up some stairs, is seemingly what it looks like here. He's walking up some steps, these steps that are created with swords. And, you know, swords in the tarot, they are usually a representation of thoughts and ideas. So with this upward movement, this upward incline he's kind of taking here, I look at this card as very much kind of like going to a higher level of thinking, a higher level of consciousness. So you could be in that phase of your life right now where you're just going to a higher level, learning new things. It's basically like the kind of thinking that you have, the quality of your thought life. It's like the comparison of you wouldn't be one of the chickens just like pecking around at the ground. You're like one of the eagles. You're on your way to soar up high in the sky. So it's like a higher level of thinking. So that's actually a pretty cool card. It's definitely the energy of moving on up is what it comes down to. So let's see what else we need to know here. If I can grab these cards. All right. What else do we need to know at this time? What else do we need to know at this time? What else is coming through for you? Yep. All right, there we go. We got one. The Five of Swords. Okay, so the Five of Swords is all about conflict, chaos. It can be betrayal. Once again, we got Chandler here. He's carrying some swords. We've got Phoebe back here in the background, kind of like walking away from it, which is interesting. I mean, I know her head is down, so she kind of looks, she might be a little sad. But the way I kind of take this message is basically that the reason why you're probably going to this higher level of consciousness, this higher level of thinking, kind of moving on up in life, it's coming from a place out of chaos. Because, and that's not uncommon. Like usually when we do kind of rise to a new level, it can come out of chaos. Like there can be things that we go through and drama that we go through, and it's a learning curve, it's a learning experience, but it's like through that comes maturity, comes growth, comes better understanding. So I feel like you've definitely gained some better understanding and growth coming out of probably some conflict and chaos. You know, as unfortunately as human beings in general, we usually are not very motivated to do the work out of just like willingly wanting to. And in a lot of instances, our arms can kind of be twisted into it through going through trials and tribulations. So you may have recently gone through some stuff and you've learned the lessons out of it, and now you're moving on up and out of it. You're like, okay, I've been there, done that. I'm done with that chaos. I'm done with that drama. I'm moving on up, moving on out. Let's see if we get anything else. Another one that just fell to the floor. You can't just fall onto the table like a normal card, can you? No, you have to go all the way down here. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is all about teamwork, working together, basically. So another way of like coming out of this time of conflict and chaos here and moving on up, I feel like with that, you're going to be moving on upwards to collaborating with other people in your life who actually align with where you're going. They actually align with that higher level of thinking is what it comes down to. Whether this is at work or at school or with friends, family, just whatever that area in life is where you're finding people basically that you're aligning with, people who click with you, people who are truly your soul tribe is what it comes down to, because those are the people that you can build something with. Those are the people that you can really work with and, have situations that are mutually benefiting for all parties involved. let me get one more here. But I would say just based out of the energy that's coming through in general, I definitely feel like you're someone who's working on yourself, that you have been working on yourself, and that spirit recognizes that. And, you know, that's a good thing. You know, just definitely keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right track. Let's see if there's any other messages that want to come through. Oh, there we go. And we have the Hermit. So the Hermit is all about going within. You know, when we're going within, we're not necessarily putting ourselves out there and that kind of thing. But I feel like you've kind of already been doing this. Once again, that kind of tag teams along with the whole spiritual growth thing. Most of the time when we're growing, when we're evolving, when we're learning the lessons, it is when we're going within. It's hard to learn those lessons when we're kind of seeking it externally from other people and other sources and other situations. We're not going to find like the true answers to life and what's ultimately right for ourselves through somebody else. The only way it's going to work is by figuring out what really works for us and getting comfortable with us and, you know, finding that truth there. Because at the end of the day, you know, as we go through life, people are going to come into our lives, people are going to go out of our lives. But the one person we are going to spend the most amount of time with in our lives is ourselves. So we have to get really comfortable with knowing who we are, understanding who we are, liking who we are, because we are going to be spending a lot of time with ourselves. And the best way to do that is going in hermit mode, going within. So thank you. Yeah. Well, I definitely feel like that's what's coming through, and I feel like you've been doing the work. So, you know, if anything, give yourself a pat on the back. That's good news. That's a positive thing. So keep doing what you're doing. So, anyways, yeah, that's basically that. But I definitely appreciate you dropping by and especially hanging in there through the technical difficulties. I was not expecting that. That was so crazy. I'm still just like blown away with that because I wanted to start doing this live. Like I wanted to start it. Like, let's see, what time is it right now? It's literally 1:42 in the morning where I'm at right now. And I tried to go live at like 10:30 p.m. That's how long I've been trying to go live. But I did take a little bit of a break because I actually stopped to go live on not on YouTube. I'm on YouTube now. I went live on TikTok for a little bit because I was like, this is frustrating. I'm going to TikTok. And that actually went pretty good. So thanks for your time. I have a good day ahead. Take care. Thanks, you too. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate the visit. So, okay, let's see. Manu, I see you. Will I get the person I feel for, or will it remain one-sided? Let's find out. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. I'm gonna pull some cards for you, and we're gonna see. I'm going to switch decks on this one. I'm going to go to a love deck since it is a love-related question. So let me put our little Friends Tarot to the side. And let's see. All right. Will they return their feelings for you, Manu? I don't know. We're going to find out. Will they return their feelings for you? Oh, we got cards that are wanting it. There we go. Oh my, they want to flip. They want to flip. Okay, you've helped me in ways that you don't even know. So I do feel like this person appreciates you. It doesn't necessarily say yes or no one way or the other towards the romantic thing, but I do feel like they definitely appreciate you. I do feel like they recognize the fact that you've been there for them, and they would probably, you know, most likely in return be there for you as well. So, you know, that's a good thing. You know, even if it does turn romantic, if you guys have started out as friends and you guys have started out with this understanding of, you know, being supportive of one another, that's a great way to kind of, are you still there, Manu? The account went down to like 0 for a minute. I'm assuming you're still there, so I'm still going to read for you regardless. We also have my family loves you as much as I do. So I feel like this person's family likes you. I don't know if you've met this person's family. Okay, good. Good, you're still there. I don't know if you've met this person's family. If you haven't met this person's family, maybe they have talked about you to their family, but it does seem like their family definitely appreciates you and loves you. Once again, it doesn't necessarily confirm one way or another with the romantic part, but it does definitely say that this person has care in their heart for you without a doubt, that you are important to them, that you are significant to them. Let's just see if it's going to go romantic. That's, that could be, you could have those kind of feelings for a friend. You could have those kinds of feelings for someone who's more than that. Like I said, I still say that any romantic connection that is rooted in friendship in the beginning is always a good thing. That establishes a solid foundation. But let's see if it'll turn romantic. Oh. Okay, we kind of got an answer on that now. At least as of the moment. Now you got to remember, energy changes, energy shifts all the time. But this is just how this person feels today in this moment. We do have a just not that into you card. So while they may care about you quite a bit as a friend, they may care about you as a person, and they may feel that support and camaraderie towards you. They don't feel that way romantically, at least not right now. Maybe 6 months from now, a year from now, like I said, energy always changes. That could always change, but at least for where they're at in this present moment, I wouldn't expect that, at least in the near future. So the best thing I can say is, if this is someone who's a good friend of yours, continue to be a good friend, continue to be that, solid person for them. I wouldn't necessarily like hold out for them, because there's no way of knowing if that's going to ever change. It may not. So I would keep your options open. If somebody else catches your eye, go ahead and entertain that. But if they come around, just hold the space open for them is the best thing that you can do, and continue to be a good friend, because, the friendship side is important too. In the future, well, I mean, kind of like what I said. I mean, it depends on how far in the future we're looking. I mean, I could pull cards and, what if she doesn't come around for like 10 years is the thing. Like, this is current energy, I would say, like, within the near future. I'll pull cards kind of with the intention of, let's say, a year from now, of where she may be a year from now. But, I mean, like I said, you got to remember, energy changes all the time, for one. A lot of this is also built on free will, people being able to make the choices that they want. But I'll see if we get anything for a year from now. Okay, well, this is positive. This is a little bit more positive. We do have finally reunited, and clearly they are in an embrace, and they look very lovey-dovey. Finally reunited for a year from now. So I would say, at least for now, she's in this energy, but maybe a year from now she'll come around and she might change her mind. But I wouldn't like sit there and pine for her for the next year, is what I'm saying. Still live your life. If somebody else catches your eye and interests you, go out with them. Have a date with them. If you're meant to be with her, it'll still happen a year from now. But if she's not feeling those feelings right now, how she's going to feel a year from now is kind of a moot point. So I would kind of focus more so on the present. And if this happens, great, But yeah, so there we go. But it may take a year. You're very welcome, Manu. Best of luck to you with everything. So, all right. Well, I think it may be a slow night here on YouTube. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to stay on very long. I had so many technical difficulties just trying to get on here in the first place. So, yes, prayer hands for sure. Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, it has been a crazy night. Crazy, wild night with technology. I am telling you guys. So yeah, I don't plan on staying on too long, but I'll do what I can. If somebody pops on with a question, I will answer who I can, what I can. But I probably won't be on for very long. So at least TikTok was a success tonight. Oh, that's okay. You did all right. I mean, I understood your question, so that's the most important thing. So, and I hope you understood, obviously, what I was trying to convey in response. You know, regardless, but yeah, you'll be okay. Hang in there. You have a good heart. Universe has got your back. What is your boyfriend's current feelings? Okay. You're welcome, Anu. Okay, let's see what your boyfriend's current feelings are. Yes, get any questions in now, because like I said, I don't plan on being on for very long. It's very late where I am, so I'm assuming whoever's coming in for a reading probably isn't even like anywhere near where I live. Because it's like, what time is it right now? Yeah, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning right now for me. And I've been trying to go live for like the past 4 hours. So, I may stay on for like a half an hour or something. I'll just have to like do a do-over again another night. Okay, so your boyfriend's feelings. Always bouncing back into my life like a yo-yo. So usually I find when people want to know about their significant other's feelings for them, it's usually because there's some kind of uncertainty that's there, that something is unstable. We normally don't ask those kind of questions when things are stable and secure. There's no reason to, right? So I feel like with this card coming through with the yo-yo, he may be kind of like putting you emotionally on the emotional roller coaster of going up and down and up and down and inside out. And you don't know what to think or feel or believe when it comes to him. And chances are, if he is doing that, he probably doesn't even know how he feels himself. Not necessarily about you, but probably just how he is in his own sense of self. Because most people who kind of drag us into that kind of chaos don't really know who they are in a sense. And they kind of bring us along on the roller coaster ride with them. So he himself may emotionally feel very up and down. I feel like when it just comes to life, period. And you are a part of his life, so it may impact things between the two of you. But let's see if we can get anything more, a little bit more specific towards you. All right. Expect a text from me soon. So you're going to be receiving communication from him soon. Apparently, I mean, that's definitely a good thing. Usually that card comes out if someone hasn't heard from somebody in a while, but I mean, he's your boyfriend. I'm assuming you guys are good with your communication. What are you guys doing back there? Sorry, my dogs are playing and getting crazy. I think they've had it with me today. Okay, let's see. How else is he feeling? How else is he feeling? I would laugh if a text came in from him like right now as you were watching this. Crushing on you. Do you feel the same? Well, obviously he's your boyfriend. You guys are together. But crush energy, to me at least, it's very much so the kind of energy of this is new, this is fun, this is exciting. There's a little bit of infatuation there. So it's kind of like that honeymoon period in a sense in a relationship. So I feel like he kind of feels that way. Like he enjoys like the honeymoon phase is what it comes down to. And maybe that's one of the reasons why he may kind of get a little bit of yo-yo like at times, because if if things get a little rocky, and let's say you guys get into a fight or something like that, the fun thing is when you come out of that fight and when you kind of are back on the upswing again, it can feel like that new fun crush energy, like, oh, everything is good and everything's coming up roses again. So I definitely feel like, you know, he does get like the butterflies and that kind of stuff when it comes to you. Let's see, anything else we need to know? All right, we got one. Healing me is healing for you. So I feel like this card is kind of a little guidance, a little directional pull from spirit, pretty much asking you to keep working on you, to keep working on yourself and your healing journey and your healing path. And by you simply taking care of yourself and putting your own self-care and your own self-worth first, anything that you do for yourself is also going to be a positive impact on him. So if there is like that yo-yo energy that happens between the two of you, if you are like stabilizing yourself, it's going to help stabilize him. Because it's very hard to put somebody on a yo-yo who is stable and secure in themselves. And he can't really put you on that yo-yo if you're taking care of your own healing journey. And then he's going to be like, oh, well, what does she have going on that I don't have going on? And then he may be interested in kind of taking care of himself. So, yeah. Let me see if we get any other messages here. Your kisses are sweet like candy. I feel like that's very similar to that crush energy. So he definitely enjoys your kisses. You know, he definitely likes spending time with you. So we got that. Anything else? Anything else coming in? Oh, there we go. That one came flying through. You are my forever. You are my everything. So there is definitely like a level of commitment that is here. So he definitely does feel some kind of tie, some kind of pull towards you. He may have things that he has to work on within himself, obviously, if he has like this yo-yo tendency that happens. But overall, I mean, I would say there's definitely good energy here. So, that's basically what I'm getting for you. So hopefully that helps brings you a little bit of clarity and insight on how he's feeling. So there we go. All right. Let's see. I've been live for 27 minutes. So yeah, I don't think this is going to be a very long live. I may be live for like 5 more minutes then get off because it is late. It is late here. But yeah, it's been a weird night. I will try this again another night, a little bit earlier probably, and I'll pull a couple cards for the collective because that's one of the things I was trying to do in my original live. I was going to pull a couple cards for the collective, and no one could hear me apparently because it was being all weird. What is the future of your relationship? Okay, yeah, I can do that. I can do that too before I get off. And you're welcome. You're welcome for the feelings. The future of your relationship. All right, where is this relationship headed? Where are these two going? There we go. Ooh, okay, this is a fun one. Let's spend the holidays together. So I know we're not anywhere near the holidays yet. Like, obviously, it's May. This isn't until Christmas, but I do feel like it's definitely confirmation that you guys will still be together come the holiday season. You'll spend the holidays together. You'll enjoy the holidays together. So that's definitely a positive thing. So that's more like near future because that'll be, you know, like 7 months from now. But let's see what else we need to know. Oh, interesting. Long distance lover. I don't know if you guys are long distance or not. If you're not long distance right now, one of you guys may wind up traveling or something in the future. I'm not saying that this would be like a long-term thing that you guys would be long distance, but there may be like a period of time where someone may have to travel for something, even if it's just like temporary, where it may kind of like take you guys apart for a little bit. But that definitely doesn't say that your connection would be broken up, that you guys would be broken up. It just kind of says that you guys may not necessarily see each other physically for a period of time, even if it's a short period of time. So that's interesting. Nope. Thinking of reaching out to you. Well, I mean, yeah, we got the he's gonna text you soon card. So I feel like he's probably always thinking of reaching out to you. See if we can get anything else for the future. Anything else future-wise? Connected body, mind, and soul. So I don't feel like this connection is going to be going anywhere. If you're worried about like breaking up or anything like that, I don't feel like you have to be worried about that. You guys are connected, body, mind, and soul. And like I said, you know, even if one of you does wind up traveling or there's some kind of like long distance situation that happens, even if it's just temporary, you know, you guys will stick it out. You guys will still stay together because there is a strong soul bond here, is what it comes down to. So there's definitely a strong soul bond. Let's see if we get anything else. See, something's going to happen dealing with distance. This is interesting. The distance between us is torture. So once again, we got this reference here to distance. And I know in the picture, like the couple, they look distant in the sense of like they're not speaking to each other. Like it looks more like emotional distance. But in your case, I don't get the feeling that it's emotional distance. I feel like it's physical distance because we already got the long distance card that came out. So like I said, I don't know if either one of you are planning on traveling or going away for a period of time in the future, but something like that may wind up happening. But I don't think it's going to break you guys up because there's nothing about that coming through. You guys will work through it. So whatever the distance situation is, you guys are going to work through it. And you guys will be reunited because we also have finally reunited. Now, you know, when I see this card come through, it could be reunited as in like, you know, two people broke up and then they come back together. But again, there's no indication here that you guys are going to break up. So if you're long distance at some point, I feel like this means that you guys are going to be physically reunited, physically brought back together where the distance is no longer going to be a problem or a factor. So that's what it seems to be. But I feel like the relationship itself, it's going to be steady, it's going to be solid, it's going to be good. So I don't think you have anything to worry about. The only thing you may want to, you know, kind of be alert about is whatever this distance thing is that keeps popping in. But you guys are going to be good. You're solid. So I hope that helps. You're going to be all good for the future. Nothing to worry about. Which is definitely what we all hope for. You know, we all deserve a love where someone appreciates us and accepts us and loves us unconditionally. You're very welcome. You're welcome so much. So, yes. It is a slow night here on YouTube, but that's okay. It happens. All right. Let me see. I don't think there's anything else much happening in the live chat here just because it's been a slow night and it's been a weird night. been a slow and bizarre night with the technology. All right. I am still going to do a little card pull for just for the collective in case anyone comes in, and also just for anyone who does watch this on replay. So if anyone watches this on replay, just a little message for the collective, just whatever the collective needs to know at this time. We're going to set the intention to be for the weekend. What's coming up this weekend? That's what we're going to ask here. Oh, ow. Crushed, broken, damaged. So maybe this is going to be a rough weekend. I don't know. We'll have to, I'm checking the chat really quick. Okay, checking the chat really quick there. So let's find out what are we going to be. Okay, we're crushed, but we're courageous. Crushed, but courageous. Strong, unstoppable. So it seems like something may happen this weekend that's going to be a disappointment. It's going to be a bit crushing, but it's not something that's going to destroy us, whatever this thing is, because we're still going to be courageous. We're still going to overcome this obstacle, whatever this obstacle is. But I'm trying to pull a card here to find out what the obstacle is. Well, festive, merry and joyful, which doesn't say obstacle, but I do feel like when we're courageous, when we're bold, when we are overcoming challenges, we can eventually reach a place of joy. We can reach a place of feeling good and, feeling positive once again. So I feel like, once again, whatever that is, whatever the crushed card is here for, it's temporary. We're going to overcome it. We're going to, instead of stay disappointed, we're going to get reappointed, which is great. But I'm still going to try and get to the bottom of what that crushed card is about. What are we feeling crushed about over the weekend? What is the crushing disappointment? That sounds like such a sad question. What is the crushing disappointment? Oh, someone's going to be lying. Someone's lying this weekend. Deceptive, liar, misleading. So someone's going to tell us a fib. Someone's going to lie to us about something. And when we find out the truth, that's probably going to be the soul-crushing part, is discovering the truth. Maybe not even the truth itself is necessarily soul-crushing, but it could be just the fact that that person lied. That could be the hurtful part, is finding out that someone lied to us. And that's probably why we wind up getting crushed over the weekend. But we're going to get over it. We're going to move on. We're going to get reappointed. We're going to overcome that obstacle. And we're going to become festive and joyful again. And now no one is here because it says 0. Which is fine. I'm probably on way too late, honestly, for anyone to be here anyways. So at least I managed to finish the stupid collective reading. It's not stupid. It's not. I shouldn't say that. It's not stupid. The technology tonight, that's what was stupid. But I am glad I was able to at least get in that teeny tiny collective reading for the collective and for the weekend. So that's that. But I know I haven't been on very long, but it is crazy late here. It's been a long night. Nothing but technical problems. Just trying to get this live started. And I was live over on YouTube, or not. I'm on YouTube now. I keep saying that. And I was live on TikTok earlier, and I did more readings than I thought I was going to do over there too. So I think I'm going to finally call it a night. I'm just going to double check the live chat, make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, didn't miss anything. So I think that's it. I'm going to call it a night. I'm just going to make sure to come back and do this earlier next time, and hopefully with no technical problems. So that's basically that. But thanks for checking in. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys next time. Keep sparkling.